If you're new to DoorDash or thinking about doing DoorDash, this video is for you. If you're already doing DoorDash and you're a veteran DoorDasher, you probably already know what I'm going to talk about. So stick around if you want. Otherwise, I'll see y'all in the next video. But for you new DoorDashers, or those that are thinking about doing DoorDash, watch this video and share it with your friends on your Facebook. Get the word out so everybody will get an understanding of this before they start DoorDashing or before you get too involved in it. I want to share a little something, nothing major, just a little something. Stick around. Would you work for $7.50 an hour? About $10 an hour. Oh, let's not forget you've got to subtract some cost to make that money. By the way, how much is gas where you live? Man, it's like $2.79 a gallon here. Used to, it was recommended that you got your oil changed in your vehicle like every 3,000 or so miles. Now they're saying 4,000 to 5,000 miles. But do you realize every mile that you drive is subtracted from that total? So eventually, you got to get your oil changed. And unless somebody's paying for it, other than you, it's going to cost you. And on that oil change, that 4,000 to 5,000 miles, that's on a newer car with low to moderate mileage. Mine has, well, actually, has 180,000 miles on it. So, probably every 3,000 miles, since it's a higher mileage vehicle. Thought I'd throw that out there too. Oh, and did we talk about tires? If you're driving in the city, you're going to be doing a lot of maneuvering in and out of traffic, turning left and right. Speaking of turning right, I need to get in the right lane. Oh, and they need in the left lane. All right, I'll let them have it. I'll sneak in here behind them. Always be courteous if you can do so safely. By the way, you might want to get out a piece of paper and a pencil. You can write this stuff down. Or open up your calculator on your phone and think about it and put it in the amounts. I'm old school. I need to write it down, either on a notepad, typing it out, or a writing it out notepad. Oh, have you thought about auto insurance? What is the average premium? I would guess about $150 a month on average. Some's gonna be a little higher, some's gonna be lower. Kind of depends on your credit, your driving record and all that. But say it's $150 a month. And let's say there's 30 days in that month. That's $5 a day. Think about that. Oh, and do you have a car payment? Divide that by 30 if you do. Oh, and registration on your car. Granted, that's not much. That's actually pretty cheap. But it's still a cost. Well, let's not even get into if your car breaks down. Car breaks down and you don't have a backup, you're screwed. You ain't gonna make nothing. So try to, just a little side note, try to save a little money if you can, in case something does happen. By the way, how quick do you think that starter is gonna go out on your car? And you're constantly stopping and starting. Just thought about that one. I gotta deliver some cookies. Cookie crumble. But Dash and Grandpa, I don't have to pay for that stuff. My parents pay for that, or my grandparents, or my aunt or uncle, or brother or sister, or wife or husband, or whatever. Somebody's paying for it. And you should be paying them a little bit if you can. I understand sometimes people try to help you out and get you back on your feet. All for that. But as soon as you're able, you should help them out. Think of it as somebody's paying for it. So take all these cost, your insurance, your car payment if you have one, your gas, your oil changes, your tire, just regular maintenance, and just divide that by 30, and you'll come up with a figure. And now, think about this. And now ask yourself, how much does it really cost me a day? Oh, wait. We didn't take out to stop by McDonald's or Taco Casa or somewhere and get a drink or just a little bite to eat. You just made 2-3 runs, that'll cover it, no problem. Don't forget to subtract that from your daily pay. But ask yourself, how much does it cost you a day to work? Different people, different answers. Nobody knows your situation but you. So how long do you think it takes from the time you get notified that you have an order until the time you get to the restaurant, pick up that order, and get to the customer's drop-off location? How much time do you think that takes? 30 minutes? 45 minutes? I've seen it take that long.
In a quarter mile, turn left on.
I'm guessing the average, from my experience, is probably 15 to 20 minutes. Now that depends on the restaurant, depends on how far it's going. It could take longer than that, and it could take a little less than that. And say it takes 15 minutes. That's 4 trips an hour. I actually think you'd probably be pretty lucky if you could get 4 trips an hour. I mean, it's not impossible, and it's not crazy. You might could get more. But the truth of the matter is, by the time you get that order, get to the restaurant, usually have to wait a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes on the order, and then you have to get to the drop-off location. I'm going to say you're going to be looking at more like 3 deliveries an hour. Now, with all that other stuff we've already talked about in mind, if you're doing 3 deliveries an hour and you're taking those, here's what this is all about right here. Here is what it's about. If you're taking those $2.50 orders and you're making 3 trips an hour, you can add $2.50, $5, $7.50. Now remember that car insurance cost you.
Mile, turn right onto Langford Lane.
Now remember that car insurance cost you about $5 a day. So, depending on how many hours you want to work in a day. Now let's say you can get 4 trips. That's $10 an hour. Is it really worth all that cost for $10 an hour? Maybe you get a couple of $2.50s and then maybe a couple of $4. But that $2.50 is going to knock you down big time. Seriously, nobody can tell you what orders to take and what orders not to take. That's your call. All I'm saying is, just think about it. How much are you really going to make if you're taking those $2.50 and $3 orders? And when you start talking $4 and $4.50, and those are pretty low ball offers, but if it's a $4.50 order and it's going a mile, and you're right by the restaurant, and it's a fairly fast restaurant, because remember, you got to consider your time, how long it's going to take for that restaurant to get your order ready. Because just because you get that notification and that says so-and-so's order is ready to be picked up, the truth of the matter is, they may not even have started that order yet. They might not have seen it come up on their little pad. You don't know. That's why it's important to get to know your market and get to know your restaurants. Learn who's faster, who's slower, and then you can decide whether you want to take those low-ball orders at $4 and $4.50, because there's getting to be more and more of those every day. But $2.50 and $3, you're not gonna make no money, really. Not when you calculate your cost, your expenses, all that mess. Calculate all that in. See how much money you're really gonna make. But nobody knows your circumstances. But I can about bet you're not going to get out of your bad situation making $2.50 an hour, or excuse me, $2.50 deliveries. So even if you got to make this amount this day, you may make that amount that day. You may reach your daily goal with $2.50 deliveries. But when you subtract your gas, your wear and tear, your insurance, all of your costs, when you subtract all that, how much are you really making a day? All I'm saying is just think about it. You don't have to be an economist to figure this one out. $2.50 won't even buy you a gallon of gas, good Lord. What I have tried to start doing is just kind of guesstimating how much I'm making a mile. I try to stick around that $2 a mile mark. You know, sometimes you might have to take a little less, but don't take that much less. Don't sell yourself short. You're worth more than that. So anyway, I hope y'all got something out of it, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And consider liking and subscribing to the channel. And make sure you share this with your friends. Put it on your Facebook. I don't care. Just get it out there. Because I think everybody that's even considering this gig economy food delivery service, and I'm not necessarily just talking about DoorDash, all of them. I think if you're even considering doing that, you need to watch this video and think about it. And decide what you want to do. Can you make money? Oh yeah, you can make money. You can pay the bills. Can you do it on $2.50 orders? Absolutely not. You're not going to make it. Anyway, y'all keep on smiling and be nice to one another. Sometimes that's hard to do, but somebody may be having a bad day. Try to brighten their day a little bit. Just be nice to them. Y'all keep on dashing, dancing, prancing, or whatever it is you want to do. Just keep doing something. Don't stop. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.